guys, what's up? It's Eline and welcome back to my channel. Or if you are new here, then welcome. Today's video is again a holiday inspired one. I was walking around at Primark the other day and I noticed that they had a holiday or like Christmas collection. I decided to pick up a few items so that I could test them out in a video. So I have a bunch of products to try right here. As usual, everything is super affordable. You guys know that Primark is also cruelty free, which is amazing. And I thought this collection looked so beautiful. So yeah, I'm filming a video on it. So I haven't touched these products. This is a first impressions. So we're just going to discover the collection together. So yeah, if you're interested in knowing more about the Primark Holiday collection, then definitely keep on watching. Alright, so I am already wearing my base, my bronzer, and then also I filled in my eyebrows. So then for blush, I picked up the Blush and Glow highlighter palette. And this is what the packaging looks like. I think it looks so beautiful with the little like stars right here. So I will show you guys up close. And then on the back, you also have the shade names. So then this is what the palette looks like on the inside. So you have two highlighting shades and then two matte blushes. So what I'm going to do is use a mixture of these two blushes and apply them on my cheekbones. And to apply them, I'm using my Zoeva 127 Luxe Sheer Cheek, as I always do. So I'm just going to go like this, tap off the excess, and then apply it. They're definitely pigmented, but not too pigmented where you look like a clown. Like, you do have to build them up a little bit, but I prefer that. I don't like blushes that are too pigmented, and these ones are perfect when it comes to the pigmentation. They're also really easy to blend. They're a little bit powdery in the pan, but again, I don't have an issue with that. Ooh, I also really love these shades. They're noticeable, but they are also still very like toned down, if that makes any sense. Alright, so far I like that. Okay, I see you, Primark. I like that. The quality is really good actually. Blends really easily. Okay, I like that so far. That looks beautiful. So then the palette also comes with a few highlighting shades. I won't use them because I have another highlight to use, but I will go ahead and swatch them for you guys. Ooh, they're pretty. This lightest one right here is super pretty. And I'll also swatch the blushes for you guys. I'm going to swatch them right here. So as you guys can see, they are pigmented, but they're not like overly in your face. Okay, so far this palette definitely gets a thumbs up from me. For only €6, you really can't go wrong with this. The packaging is a little bit cheap. Like this right here is just like plastic. But I mean, it looks beautiful. And for that kind of money, I'm not complaining. I really like this. Alright, then moving on to highlight. They had this little set in stores, and this is the Glowgetter Highlight and Glow set, which comes with a liquid highlight, a powder highlight, a like glitter, a brush, and a little makeup bag. And all of that for only €12. I do have to admit, it looks a little bit dark for my skin tone, but I still wanted to try it out. So we will see. So this is a little makeup bag it comes with, which is super cute. I love the fluff ball on it. So yeah, that's really nice. Right, so then it comes with a brush, like a little fan brush that looks like this. Feels nice. Feels nice. Then we have a liquid highlight. So these are the Glow Drops Double Dimension Highlighter Drops. They don't really have a shade, but this is what they look like. Then the set also comes with the highlighter. And this is what that looks like. And then lastly, we have a glow powder. Again, doesn't really have a shade, but this is it right here. The first thing that really caught my attention with this like whole collection is definitely the packaging. I mean, look at that. It is just presented in such a nice way. I'm all about that. So what I'm going to do is apply the liquid highlighter first. So I'm going to give it a little swatch. Ooh, that looks pretty. Looks a little bit dark, but that is very pretty. So I'm just going to take a little bit with my fingers and apply it right here on the tops of my cheekbones. Actually, that works on my skin tone. That works. Also blends out really nicely. It's a little bit more on the subtle side once you blend it in. But I mean, I guess you can always build it up if you want a more intense highlight. But since I'm going over it with a powder highlight, I don't mind it. Alright, so that's what that looks like. Blended beautifully on top of powder. Like that. So far, I'm really impressed with this collection. I hope I will like everything else. But yeah, then we have the powder highlighter, which again I will swatch. This definitely has more of a golden undertone. So this is what that looks like. That will be a little bit too dark for me, I'm afraid. But we will try and make it work, but that looks beautiful. Look at that. It also doesn't feel too powdery in the pen. But let's see what it does on my face. So I'm using the fan brush that came with the set. I don't really feel like it's doing a lot. I think the fan brush is not dense enough, if that makes any sense. So I will try and use my regular highlighting brush, which is the Colourpop small fluff brush. And this one definitely packs on more product. Alright, that works on my skin tone. It has a little bit of an overcast when I look like this, but when I turn to the sides, it does look really pretty. It's not as intense as I thought it would be, but once you build it up, it does look really beautiful and shiny. It's not too glittery either. And the formula isn't too powdery, which is good. And actually it works on my skin tone. I would have preferred if it was a little bit lighter, but it works. Also going to apply a little bit on my cupid's bow. And then a little bit on the bridge of my nose. Okay, I think that works. I think that looks really pretty actually. Alright, I'm excited. I am so excited. Should we apply the glow powder on top and see what happens? Why not? It is a testing video. I'm going to give it a little swatch first. Yeah, this one definitely has more of like a shimmer to it. I just swatched it right here. I don't know if you guys will be able to tell. Alright, let's apply a little bit of that as well. Yeah, that definitely adds more of like a shimmer instead of like a shine. So it does look beautiful, but I think this will be better to use as like an eyeshadow, like a pigment. So maybe we'll do that later on. But yeah, it is a beautiful color. It is just a little bit sheer and very, very, very shimmery. Alright, then moving on to the eyes. For eyeshadow, I stumbled upon the Naturally Nude eyeshadow palette, which looks like this. Again, this packaging is so stunning. So this is what it looks like up close. And then once you open it up, these are the shades right here. So it is a pretty standard eyeshadow palette if you ask me. But then again, I think I can create a beautiful look with it. I think they had 2 of these palettes, but I picked up the most neutral one. And this was €6. These shades also have names on the back. So first I'm going to use this shade, which is called Blanc. This one right here. I'm going to use that to set my eyeshadow primer in place. And then for my transition shade, I'm going to pick up a Sand, which is this one right here. Again, these are a little bit powdery in the pan. I don't know if you can see right here. But so far, they are really easy to blend. Also, I think that they nailed all of these colors for like a holiday collection. Like I could wear this palette for New Year's Eve too, but also for like a Christmas party. So I think they did a nice job on selecting the colors. I just wish that the set that came with this had a few more shades to choose from, but I only had one, at least at my Primark that I went to. So I am just slowly building up the color until it looks as intense as I want it to look, which is really easy to do. I'm actually really impressed. Like for only €6, these blend like a dream. Also, what I noticed is that Primark likes to copy a lot of brands, but for their holiday collection, I think they were kind of unique in a way. I don't think they copied this from any other brand, so I'm really impressed when it comes to that as well. Like they were original for once. Alright, so I think this is enough. So now I'm going to pick up a clean blending brush. This is one by Primark actually. It is the 221. And I'm just going to use this to blend out the edges. By the way, the brush I used before that is the Sigma Tapered Blending, the E35. But I always have all my brushes listed in the description box. Alright, then to darken up my crease, I'm going to pick up Caramel, which is this shade right here. And I'm going to pick that up using a Morphe M513 brush, which is a little bit more precise. And I'm packing that in my crease just a little bit lower than that transition shade, but still in my crease. And today I'm going for like a more rounded look, so I am going from inner to outer corner. Then I'm going to use my brush that I used for my transition shade and start blending. Like so. And then I don't think I want to darken it up a lot more. No, for now I want to stick to this, so I'm going to add a little bit more of that caramel shade to darken it up a little bit more. Okay, and then to add glitter to this eye look, I picked up the liquid glitter eyeshadow. This one is in the shade Glitz, and this is what it looks like. Again, the packaging, like this lid, is so beautiful. The concept of the product is definitely copied from the Stila Magnificent Metals, but I love this packaging so much. So I'm going to give it a little swatch again. I don't have a lot of room left. I'm going to swatch it right here. So that looks like a beautiful golden shade. So what I'm going to do is pack that on my eyelids where we didn't apply any other shade. So I'm just going right in. Let's hope this will look good. Okay, so this is what one layer looks like. Let's see if we can build it up. I think we can. I think that worked. Alright, that actually looks super pretty. I don't know if you guys can see, but that looks so shimmery and beautiful. Ooh, I love this. If this doesn't crease throughout the day, then this is a new favorite of mine. Alright, and then to highlight my brow bone and inner corners, I'm going to pick up Blaise, which is this shade right here. And then to finish off my lower lash line, I'm just going to blend out sand and keep it very simple. So now what I'm going to do is apply some mascara. I'll be using my PS Runway Ready Lengthening Mascara. This is again from Primark. This isn't a first impressions. I used it in my last testing Primark video. And I'm also going to apply some false lashes. These are the PS Wispies false eyelashes. So this is what they look like. I have never tried these, so I'm going to apply them off camera and I'll be right back. Alright, so then all we have left to do is lips. And for that I picked up the Arctic Eyes Liquid Lip Collection. So this comes with 2 glosses and 2 liquid lipsticks for €8. And again, the packaging is so freaking adorable. I mean, look at these lids again. So what I'm going to do is swatch them all and then see which one I want to use today. So these are the products right here. So I'll start off with the lip glosses. So the first one is in the shade... Oh, these don't have shades, I think. Alright, so these don't have any shade names. So I'm going to swatch the first one. Ooh, that is pretty. That is so metallic. They also smell like the Kylie liquid lipsticks. They smell almost the exact same. Then we have another gloss, which I'll swatch right next to it. That one is more of like a pinky toned one. And this one is more of a coppery toned one. Those are pretty. Then we have the liquid lipsticks. So this is the lightest shade. So this definitely has more of like a pinky undertone. And then we have the darkest liquid lipstick, which looks like this. Alright, this is going to be hard. Deciding what to go for. Maybe we should go for the lightest one and then top it off with one of the glosses. Yeah, I might do that. So first I'm going to apply the liquid lipstick. So again, this is the lightest one. That definitely applies a little bit streaky. Alright, so this is what the liquid lipstick looks like on its own. It still has to dry down a little bit. It's a little bit too pink for this look, so I hope I can tone it down with one of the glosses. But it was a little bit streaky to apply, so not really the biggest fan of this lightest shade. I hope the darker one is easier to apply, but this one is a little bit streaky. So what I'm going to do now is use this shade right here and apply it on top of that. So I'm going to apply this gloss on top. And let's hope that goes better with the eye look. Alright, so this is what the gloss looks like. I like this lip combo. The gloss was easy to apply. I did have to go back in once to get my product, but it looks really beautiful. I'm just not really a big fan of how it looks with the eyes. So what I might do is actually apply the other one and see if that looks better. Which, by the way, already dried down on my hands. And this way you guys can see what all of the shades actually look like. So now I'm going to apply the darkest shade. Alright, so this is what this shade looks like. I think it is a little bit better with the eyes. But what I'm going to do is apply the other gloss on top of it and see what it looks like. That way we try out all of the shades. This one was definitely a lot easier to apply than the lightest one, so that is good. So now I'm going to apply the other gloss on top and see what happens. Okay, so that's already a lot better. I definitely prefer this lip combo with the eyes, so we're done. So the lips are done. Did I like the lip products? Yeah. Are they my favorite ever? No, definitely not. I've tried better lip products, but for the money they are good. Alright, so that completes this makeup look. Alright, so now that I have applied all of the products, I can definitely give you guys my final opinions. And that is that I pretty much liked everything. The lip products didn't blow me away, but I actually really liked them. And yeah, I really liked everything that I used so far. I'm definitely going to keep you guys updated in the description box, but so far I am definitely impressed with this collection. And if you are interested in this collection, I would definitely suggest that you pick up a few items because these are so good. And for the money, I think this quality is actually insane. And everything looks super cute. So yeah, I really hope this video was helpful for you guys. Definitely let me know in the comments down below if you've tried this collection and what your thoughts are, because I would love to know. I had so much fun filming this video. And also, if you are wondering, again, my sweater is from Blaise Boutique, my online shop. I just got new inventory and it is freaking beautiful, so definitely check it out if you can. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I love you, and I will see you all in my next video. Mwah. Bye guys.